Hello folks, hope you're having a fantastic day so far. My name is Joel Duggan, welcome back to the channel. And this is the LEGO Let's Chat Friday. Working on the lighthouse, the motorized lighthouse from LEGO Icons, I think? Or was this a LEGO Ideas set? I think this is a LEGO Ideas set. Yes, LEGO Ideas. LEGO Ideas number 43, set number 21335. We are picking up where we left off. Bag 8 out of 13 or 14. And we're on to the vertical instruction book. So it should be a pretty good afternoon. I think we're working on the tower. So we'll provide some challenges to showing you all what's going on, because this is going to build up towards the camera, and I don't know how it's going to be shown, like how it's going to be easy for me to show the process. So I'll take some snapshots and put them on Instagram afterwards. So if you're not following me on Instagram, or if you're not part of the Discord, then pick one and you'll be able to see some updated photos. One of the things that we did add last week was the lighthouse keeper's cottage, and all the crazy details that are inside there is really, really fun. We also added batteries. So we've got a little switch inside here that turns on some lights, and there's also a small rotating piece right there. So I'm assuming that this cable is going to become very important today, because I imagine as we build it up, we're probably going to string the cable up through the lighthouse tower. So might as well dig right in. The quilt on the bed squealet is fantastic. It's probably one of my favorite things that I've done on this build. It was really well done in terms of its design. I also really like the wood stove with the kettle and the spatula and frying pan, cast iron pan above the stove. Starting off light, not much in bag 8. We are still going to move this out of the way though. Cosmic Dancer subscribed at tier 3 for 6 months in advance. Cosmic Dancer, that's incredible. Tier 3. Thank you so much. And that's 61 months all in total. That's amazing. Okay, Lego, that's cheating. Like, those are massive. Taking advantage of September. Yes, that's right. It is September. That means that Twitch subs are 30% off. At least the tier 1s. You'll see a reminder in chat on a timer. Cosmic, if there are any links that I've, it doesn't have a link. So if there is a link that I've missed or information that I have missed, by all means, feel free to edit that, that timer. Dan, Blast Jordan, good to see y'all. Hope you're having a good day. I'm feeling weirdly hoarse today. Like my voice feels very buzzy. I'm not sure why. Big change in weather around here, which was fantastic. It's so nice and cool. It's like that cool, crisp air that happens after a really big rainstorm. We had a lot of rain the other day. And so now the humidity is gone, which is so nice. I mean, it'll be back. It's the Maritimes. It's not like it's going to go away forever, but still nice to have it not here right now. Like, I don't have my AC going. I just have the windows open, and I have the fans on low. Fall's coming. Well, I mean, really, there's only a couple weeks left of summer, technically. Did anybody see the big supermoon last night? It was hard to look at. It was so bright that I couldn't, like, I found looking at it, I had to squint. It was too bright. Very cool. All right, looks like we're going to do white pieces first, I guess. Or maybe these ones. Had fun in the lab earlier today, but it went well. Good stuff. Glad to hear it. Blast Jordan, when you say lab, like, do you work in a science lab? Was it schools related? Like, what's the deal? If you don't mind me asking. And if you're cool sharing, of course. Cosmic says I've done nothing today. In fact, I have done nothing all week. I feel very guilty. Yeah, I had one of those weeks where I had to do a lot of behind the scenes stuff, like preparing my OBS studio for playing Starfield on Tuesday next week, doing the graphics. I'm working on the details of a subathon that we're going to start on Tuesday at 9 p.m. with my access to Starfield. So it's going to be really cool, but like those kind of things, they always take longer than you expect. And because they're like the behind the scenes stuff, I know it's important and I know it's part of the job, but it doesn't feel like you've done any work that day. You know, like you just kind of feel like you've messed around in OBS for a couple hours when you've done stuff. You've made progress, you've done work. Bunch of these little brown pieces will all go in there just nicely, I think. Mostly doing reactions and praying that it works well, but also doing lots of analyzing molecules, says Blast Jordan. I'm a chemist in training, so I have to be in chemistry lab, both organic and computational for research things. That's cool. I love science and science fiction, and I can understand it when stuff is explained to me like in basic terms, but my kind of science in school, the one that I leaned into most was geology and math. And then once I get into university, I was doing fine art training. So like I took geology in university, but I didn't take anything science related in uni. Geology was cool. I always found, you probably feel this way about chemistry, Blast Jordan, but I always found that geology had a real practical feeling. Like I felt like the stuff I was learning was just really good to know just as a human, you know, like how volcanoes work, how, you know, tectonic plates and how rocks are formed and, you know, fossils and just that kind of stuff just felt very, you know, practical knowledge about the planet that you live on. Probably a good thing to have, you know? Like that's kind of how I felt about it. It's pretty cool, but also worrying because when the reactions don't go well and it fails, cleanup is an absolute mess. Oh yeah, no, I can imagine that's a real problem, especially if you're dealing with something that's like toxic or dangerous, or like I've got some experience in a printmaking lab, and so I was dealing with like acid etching and stuff like that in university, and like you're there to make art, but then there's like a 4-hour safety briefing on working with acid in the, you know, lithography lab, and you're just like, do I really want to make art this bad? Like, when I sit and do pencils and ink cartoons, there's no danger involved. Do I have that right? Lithography? No. Maybe it was intaglio printing. Lithography, I think, is limestone. I might have my terms mixed up. It's been a while. That's gonna bug me. These fit here? Nope. I also messed up when there's a brown piece that I forgot to add in there. Whoops. Don't get me started on the lab safety requirements. I can only imagine. Even just watching any kind of lab situation in films, you know, like, and I'm sure they get all of that or most of that wrong. But I feel even in films, I feel like the amount of get up, you know, and safety stuff in place is just, it's a lot. Caitlin, it's a good set. I quite like it. I quite like it. Speaking of, this was a gift from Cosmic Dancer. I don't know if I mentioned that at the top of the stream. Well, that's bag 8. There's not much to it. Thank you for the added link, Cosmic. Much appreciated. So we're on the new book, bag 8. I feel like there's more than one bag 8. I wonder if I've missed something. I don't know that we're going to get that high in bag 8. Let me just double check to make sure that I'm not missing something. Nope, that's the only bag 8. I don't know. Yeah, I can probably turn that into like a bit.ly link or something, Cosmic. That's fine. Alright, here's where we start on the bag 8. And it looks like I gotta move this down. Those. One of those. So you'll have to let me know, feedback-wise, how this looks as we go vertical on this particular shot. One of the things I'm thinking about doing is adding a another camera to the mix. I could end up using my phone, but I could also get it like a webcam. Two small pieces of these. These look like the kind of sets you'd see in like the princess play sets that they make in Lego. This is one of those big pieces. Cool. They start to fill out this way. I wonder if we're building the inside structure with bag 8 and then the outside structure is bag 9. That could be it too. Trust the process. Yeah, I know. Really interesting color combinations too. I'll do my best to construct these pieces down flat so that you can all see kind of like what they look like vertically before they get attached. And then we're on to building a little something here. So I'm really looking forward to Starfield. As of yesterday at noon Eastern, all of the NDAs for reviews have been lifted, and I'll link them in my Discord. I haven't yet, but I watched the Lieutenant Buzz Lightbeer and the Force Gaming reviews for Starfield, and there are some things that I'm disappointed by, but there are also some things that look good. Overall, everybody is really liking the game. And it seems like it's a really good investment in terms of your time and rewarding and all that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, people are saying that the ship flying the actual spaceship and the dogfight battles are not that great, which is unfortunate because that's something that I was really hoping to. With all the customization you can do on your ship, I was kind of hoping that dogfighting would be something I would really enjoy. But it could be just like mouse and keyboard controls that people are complaining about. But we'll see. But in good ways, things like the fighting, the gunplay, the first-person shooter aspect is supposed to be really good. Another camera angle for another build on this would be very advantageous. You think, Cosmic? Yeah, I can sort of understand. You're really not going to be able to see much. This gets a ladder. This gets attached in here. Like that. Yeah, we're definitely putting different outside pieces on this after it's at a certain height, I'm sure. Do those. Yeah, this needs to be rounded out too. I'm assuming there's a channel over here and that's where the cord is going to go. The steps are much slower, like there seems to be fewer steps per page, which is good. I feel like I'm keeping track a little bit better. Ah, so you actually clip the cable up there. That's cool. 2 of those and 4 beige ones. This is where things start to get clipped together, which is nice. Been watching Total Eclipse streaming some Starfield. Really, really, really looking forward to seeing you play it. That's cool. That's good to know. I saw Total Eclipse and It's Bits were playing, and a couple of other people. I'm surprised Tangent's not playing. Tangent's another streamer I tend to kind of throw on when I'm doing work in the morning. All right, so that part's done, and now we need to do this. So the cable has like a flat cable, and it's got a little piece that has a hole in it here, and that gets threaded inside there and then connected to there, and sticks in place quite well, actually. That's great. It looks like those are actually supposed to be flipped the other way. Is Total Eclipse back in England now? I know he was in Mexico. Tangent started a bit later today. He is streaming now. Oh no, that makes sense for context. Yeah, yeah. I mean, folks, if you're not already following Total Eclipse, Tangent, and It's Bits, I mean, Bits and Total Eclipse are two Satisfactory streamers that I follow quite a bit. Cool builds. And of course, like, you know, the people that you follow, just, you know, depending on your taste, just follow who you like. But I really enjoyed Tangent, actually. Really chill dude. I'm pretty sure Bits and Tangent are full-time streamers, and then they I think Bits I know has a YouTube channel, and then Total Eclipse is, I think, mostly a YouTube person. He does stream, but I think most of his content is YouTube focused. I don't know why that red piece is there. I mean, it's cool. I don't know what the purpose of it is yet. Neat. So this goes across here, making things feel a little bit more sturdy, probably making a little black line that might be visible. I don't know. It certainly feels nice and sturdy now that we've connected a couple of top pieces on it. Thanks for the shout out for those streamers, Cosmic. Appreciate it. Always happy to point people towards better, you know, more content, you know. I think one of the things that's missing from Twitch is discoverability, and I take the idea that, you know, a high tide raises all ships, so I don't mind shouting out other streamers. You know, it's not polite as a chat member to promote other streamers in a different stream, but on my stream, I can promote whoever I want, and I fully intend on doing that. And then we've got this. This got taller quicker than I was expecting. I imagine we're going to repeat this process now. I imagine that this is the second floor is going to be probably, or third floor is going to be similar to what was underneath it, because I'm already recognizing the pattern of this brown section here. If I put it on an angle, is that easier to see? One of the things I need to improve in my setup is not just multiple camera angles, but I need to have my own a better monitor. Right now I've got the little 1.5 inch screen on the back of the camera, and my rig is currently actually in the way. So I can only see about 1/3 of it to kind of guess like where the book is and like where everything is in the shot. So if I had a monitor like right in front of me out that way, that would be perfect. But when you're in a rented space, there's only so much you can do. I guess I could try to rig up like I could get like a secondhand cheapo monitor, or I could use, hey, maybe I should use my iPad, get my other iPad and just, but see, that's the thing. I don't want to tune into my own stream, you know, because I feel like that's just bandwidth I don't need to be utilizing. So what I'd want to do is have like a monitor, I guess, attached to OBS, or, well, I can't do the camera because the camera's plugged into the, yeah, I guess I'd have to put a third monitor on my computer and then just use that as a OBS monitor like once a week. I have a TV that I could use, but it's ginormous. Like I wouldn't, it's a freaking 31 inch or 37 inch television. I don't even know if that would fit over there. A little easier to see on the angle. Okay, cool. The camera actually not fell, but like it dipped. I'm really not impressed by this Elgato arm. I paid more for it than I should have, and it's not really as good as they say that it is. But when I put it back up, I also have it at slightly more of an angle, like tilted towards me. So you should be able to see more of like this side of things. I'm glad that didn't go way down the bottom. Definitely be tricky to get stuff out of here. I'm surprised the back is so open. I'm really curious about the aftermarket LED kit for this. I may have to look into that. Tinmirin404 subscribed to Tier 1 for 10 months. Thanks so much, Tinmirin. Appreciate the support. Twitch subs are 30% off for the month of September, by the way, folks. And that 30% off comes out of Twitch's portion, from what I understand. The streamer still gets the same amount as they normally would. So as you're out there supporting your favorite streamers this month, know that you're saving some money, but still helping them out the exact same. And if you do sub to the channel, you get access to the Joel Duggan Discord. These two. goes like that. Our next ladder. I go here. I really like the satisfying click that you get from clipping little rods into grip pieces in Lego. Very satisfying. Okay, that goes up like that, and then we have yes, if you, I'm sure you're in the Discord already, Timirin, but for folks that are using either a Twitch sub or a Prime sub or a Patreon sub, you get access to the Discord. And that's where a bunch of like-minded, nerdy kind folk hang out in between streams, share links. There's all kinds of different chat rooms, pets, hiking, video games. Sometimes things are so specific that there's a video game channel specifically to things like Palea has become really popular as well. So that's got its own channel. That's not the right sticker. Is that the right sticker? That's the right sticker. Really slick idea with the sticker on a brown block, with the sticker being just a little bit smaller than the plate, because then the plate ends up looking like the picture frame. Oh, that's not very even. That sucks. Try that again. I hope. I saw a little video clip on Instagram today, and somebody made like a miniature home office, and they had done everything from like foam bricks to like toothpick chairs. It was immaculate, and I can only imagine how batty they must have gone making it. Like, it was just the level of detail, but the scale was so tiny. So tiny. Oh, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. That actually goes up a little bit higher. That. So funny that we've got a picture hanging inside that we're probably never going to see again. Little plants too, and pencils. Yes, yeah, Caitlin, did you see that on Instagram? It was, I don't follow them. It was just making the rounds on the algorithm, so that's probably it. Yeah, they had pencils. There's plants everywhere. There was a tall bookshelf. It was like a brick facade, and then like a glass window, and there was a desk in the middle. There was plants everywhere. There was, and they made the books in the bookshelves. Like, the books all had like paper in them, which is so funny because like the books were on the bookshelves, never to be seen again. But the detail was there. There's a term for that. There's someone that I know locally that makes little things like that, and I can't remember what it's called. But there's a term for making miniatures like that. I can't remember what it's. You know, like, people are crafters, or they're miniature painters if they're into like what's it called, Warhammer. You know, like they have different. There's like sub names for the hobby. It's not just like little stuff, you know. All right, so now we've got to pull these. It's just one, it looks like. One of these goes in here. Gets up like that. I don't know how this is going to work because the lighthouse is supposed to spin. Or the light is supposed to spin. I'm very curious. We add the rest of these. Yes, that's the same one, Caitlin. Your sister sent it to you. Miniature things for dollhouses, kids. Yeah, that's the kind of vibe that it gets, but it was very... It reminds me of the people that do like prop making and cosplay, but on a teeny tiny scale, you know? Now this is supposed to go out that way, I think. All right, now we're on to probably the mechanical rod that goes up the full length of everything. That. Not that far. And then this. This is the kind of Lego stuff that I wish I was better at. Just knowing how to do stuff. Because I watched some people online that make some really interesting mechanical Lego things. JK Bricks, I think, is the name of the channel. We've talked about it before. JK Brickworks, maybe? So this goes with the brown piece at the top. I don't think it's going to matter how it looks, but... So there's this piece right here, and it rotates. I will put this in here. And this connects to this piece down here. That is really, really snug. Like in a good way. Like there's just enough room for it to be there and rotate. That's really neat. Oh, you know what? I bet you it's going to turn... I don't know how this is going to work. If this is all connected to wires. Like, I missed a step, obviously. There we go. With not a spare piece to be found. JK Brickworks, that's it, I think. That's it. Yep, that's them. That's JK. Really interesting stuff. I like their dynamic sculptures. And now my Twitch chat is not loading. What's going on? Silly Twitch. All right, well, seems like a good spot to have a small break. I don't know what time it is. That's close enough. So normally I take a break once an hour, but we're also done the bag, so it's probably a good spot to pull back before we start bag number 9. Oh, it does light the fire. That's cool. Neat. I did that by accident last time, but it actually looks like it's going to work. Oh, cool. All right, I'm going to take a short break. Cosmic Dancer is going to donate 1,000 bits. Bag 8 done hype. Thanks very much, Cosmic. That's incredible. Very much appreciated. Miniaturists, says Squealet, is all I could find on artists making miniatures. Micro artists make art that requires microscopes and other equipment for the art pieces to be viewed. I don't know if this needs a microscope. So the kind of stuff that we were seeing is more about miniatures, I think. But yeah, the fireplace lighting up is cool. I actually, if you look on Instagram, actually that might not be, I think that was probably one of my stories, so it's might not available anymore because I would have posted it last week. But anyway, folks, I do take a break once an hour. I'm just going to step away for 5 or 6 minutes, reheat my coffee, grab a stretch. You should too. Don't forget to grab a friend. We're trying to grow the stream, especially this month with September. So I would very much appreciate it if you shared the link on Twitter. There's a story on Instagram that you can share with friends. Just share it around. The more people we have in the chat, the more fun. I'll be back in about 5 or 6. All right, bag 9, page 33. And this is a bigger bag. I'm going to move this down here, I think. Whoops. Didn't mean to bang the mic. It's a beautiful day here. I'm really looking forward to getting outside after I finish the stream. Not that I don't really like these streams, but there's just something about being inside on a computer on a very sunny day, knowing that summer is kind of coming to a close. We're getting into hurricane season. It's funny, you know, there's a spot in a Lego set that's this big when you start to get to this stage, when you realize that you're coming up on what will likely be the end of the set. And I always get a little bit bummed, but then I realize I've got an X-Wing to build after this. So, yay. No complaints. I really need to get a better setup for my mic. It's usually, it's easy to get in front of my face, but then it's in the way when I'm trying to build. Hopefully the audio of the stream has been okay. I've moved it about 4 times. Hey look, plants. I've never seen pieces like that. That's really cool. I've seen these, of course. These are old school. One of these things is not like the other. Would you do the LED kits on stream? Actually, you know, I haven't made that decision yet, Cosmic. I might actually look at that before I do the X-Wing. I might take a solid look at that LED kit. I've opened it up and I've looked at all the parts. I think we did that live on stream. I think I just need to find the time to sit down and review the instructions for the LED kit that you sent in for Ecto 1. Because that would be kind of cool to do on stream as well. I think the problem there is that I would definitely want a separate camera angle for that. I'm worried it's not going to be the most entertaining. I'm worried it's going to be very quiet, as I'm going to have to read and concentrate, you know? So, I don't know. I could certainly give it a try. We don't have Nitro right now in the Discord, but I could give it a try on a low resolution stream in Discord just to kind of see if it has the right vibe. We could try that too. Lots of big pieces. We're obviously going to make some headway. Good answer, because the LED kit for the set is on its way to you, Cosmic. Jeez. Thank you. I'm assuming you're not just joking, right? There was no smirk in the Twitch comment. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. I haven't even looked it up. I don't even know what it looks like. Lots of these pieces. These are all the round outside parts of the tower, I think, if I was to guess. In a lot of ways, LEGO reminds me of jigsaw puzzles when I was a kid. Um, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36. The hard part is going to be finding enough room to actually build this thing. I feel like we had good luck by having this over here, so maybe I'll try to keep this more vertical on this side. Am I mathificating the knolling? I'm glad I didn't read that too fast, Cosmic. No, should be with you on Sunday from Amazon. Cosmic Dancer, thank you ever so much. That's incredible. I'll have to go look and see what it looks like. I don't think I have a browser window hooked up to this stream. I might. I could show everybody when we're done. I realize that these are not straight. I did the math wrong. I did the math wrong. Oh no, wait. Get it right. Always one. What's the brick count? 2,000 something? Survey says 2,065 pieces. Most of them are already on the kit. Most of those pieces, I think, are in the island and all the little details and the water that you put around it. When I slide that back into frame in a minute, you'll see. You know what I mean when there's always one? I find very often there's just like odd numbers. And they're not always divisible by 3 or 6 or whatever. Most of the time I go by like what space I have available in front of me when I'm doing the knolling. And really it's mostly about just being organized for when you go to do the build, that you're not hunting for pieces. And I mean, otherwise these builds would take me half the time to do. So I like prolonging the process. Do I have any little pieces that'll fit in there? So again, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm going to have enough room to put the model over here. That is one of the challenging things with this particular setup and the scale of some of the Lego sets. Like the X-Wing is going to be massive as well. That's as big as the Shuttle Discovery, and I remember having trouble fitting the Shuttle Discovery in shot. Send a picture on the Discord of what the LED kit looks like. Cool. Thanks. Yeah, I can probably pop an image up on stream. That's a good idea. And again, thank you, Cosmic. That's super thoughtful and generous. This track sucks. All right, get these pieces. I really like the feel of these ramp pieces. There's just something really nice about how smooth they are, and the size of them is just, it's a really satisfying feeling Lego piece. I'm not sure if that makes any sense. I'm also having one of those days where like I don't feel like my fingers are listening to me. I'm not sure if that makes any sense. You go to straighten a piece out and it just ends up being crooked one way and then crooked the other way, and you're like, whatever. Just not happening today. So hopefully this will be enough room that we can still work with the model. These are neat little pieces. Actually, it reminds me of that miniature Instagram post we were talking about earlier. They made a whole bunch of these out of like, I don't know what they were, paper maybe? But it was really cool. I think that's the whole bag. Whoops. All right, before I get building, let's pop up an image of that LED kit. Just hold on. So that is what, oops, I just kicked my table. That is what the LED kit looks like. So it's got little lights along the base of it and everything. A light over the door. That's really cool. Thanks so much, Cosmic. Low 88, good to see you. What's going on? Yeah, I agree, Caitlin. It's pretty cool of it. Okay, let's I'll put this on an angle again because that seemed to be a good way for people to kind of see what was going on. I do this weird thing where I reheat my coffee, and then while I'm knolling pieces out, I don't tend to drink coffee, but then I go to build, and my coffee's cold again. Page 33, I think, right? Yeah. So first things first, we've got to this, and it looks like there's actually like a clip to hold the wire in place. I was wondering what that brown thing was going to be for. So from up here, I know I just messed that up. This goes back down through here. It goes over or behind this little brown hook. Goes in there like that. Don't know how tight this is supposed to be. That's probably pretty good. Probably supposed to twist it so it's flat. Which is hard to do. I can't see what it's going into, but it does actually sit in there quite nicely. Okay, that's probably pretty good. And then we're on to building a thing. You missed in chat, second week back to work, still noticing the scar from surgery, but it gets better every day. That's awesome. Glad to hear. Yeah, I was over to go and add the image to the screen. I had to go over to the other desk. This is going to go there and here. I wonder if this is going to be more wire management, given that we've got this another one of these little brown hook things. We're going straight at the leaves, eh? One of these, two of these. This is going to go on top of that. And then this is going to go on top of this. Oh, it connects to the leaf. Okay. That's cool. Oh, and then it covers up back. Okay. Not sure how easy that is to see on camera. We've got a little hook thing there. And then we camouflage that with a leaf. I guess that's it. It's kind of strange that there's going to be this wire. I guess it's meant to look like a vine, maybe? A little odd. This is a me thing, but the cable's got a twist in it. It was better before. Okay, now we just grab one of these. Are these like little plant seaweed moss type details? Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a vine. Goes in like this. We did those parts. All right, and this goes over the cable at the back. This is going to go and hide the cable. Okay, so it hides most of it. Where does that go? Oh, it goes underneath it. Okay, hold on. Need more slack. They're doing a pretty good job of hiding it, I think. Just like anything else, you don't want to pull on it too hard because you're worried you're going to break it, you know? How does that clip on? Oh, did I get it? Got it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'll try to get a better shot on Instagram. I'll attempt to lift this up now, but this is going to be tricky. You can see where the wire goes. So it comes out of the chimney, goes up over the hook, and then goes under that vertical piece I just clipped on. really hard to see with the lights. It is pretty cool. All right. That's one of the lights that are in there. We're on to fancy. I feel like this is now casting a shadow. Interesting way to do this. Goes like that. Then we've got piece like this. Piece like that with a little ramp part. I was wondering where the ramp parts were going to go. Just the reverse. Low. In place like that. What's for dinner, low? I think I'm gonna get some pizza later on. One of these. I think that's everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this actually goes a little bit wider, so it's got a different ledge to it, I guess. I'm assuming some of this has to accommodate for like the roof of the cottage. I'm actually surprised that this is not the last bags, you know? I'm not complaining, just curious how they decided to do this midway. Okay. Oh, that's too far. This goes like that. And This goes like that. Yep. Curry style potato gratin. Wow. My dinner sounds a lot less complicated. This feels kind of flimsy. I hope it feels more together when it's actually on the model. And this goes all the way up to the top. And houses all of the fires and stuff. And yes, it will feel much sturdier now that it's on here. Like a glove. Has anybody built any Lego sets recently they really enjoyed? This is one of the most interesting sets I've ever built, that's for sure. That goes there. I'm assuming we're going to be attaching things to these little white pieces with studs on them. Probably a cool way to have like vines or plant life or things attached to the tower. Like you were saying, Cosmic, like mossy, seaweedy type things. And finally fit this. Okay. It's interesting how we're doing a very similar process, but it's still being done very differently. Like the outside looks the same, but the inside is completely different. This is one of the longer sides, I would imagine. I mean, this thing, when it's all done, it's 21 inches tall, I think. I'm not sure. The LEGO website will have the stats for it. This kind of stuff reminds me of when you're putting together like the base plates and the structure for Star Wars ships. I don't have another one. I missed something? I don't see it. There's a brown piece there. Oh, that's wrong. Wonder why I did that. And this. I do like it when they change colors and let you, it makes it easier than counting studs. You just kind of line things up with a different color. I keep seeing the Lego succulents on Instagram. I really want it, but where it's for me, I just can't. Oh, you should. I think that's a set that you would really enjoy. I bought it for my sister for her birthday a couple of years ago, or Christmas, and she really liked it. That's a cool gift, Caitlin. I agree. Yeah, so my sister, Cosmic, uses them. She's got a home desk because she works for health admin, but she works from home. And so she uses them on her desk. And rather than having them all in a clump, she kind of like has them spaced out. The modular aspect of it is just really clever. Now we've got 2 of these pieces. So this is a really long piece. This has got a third layer to it. That. There we go. Breaking the mold a little bit, doing something a little bit different. One of those, one of those, one of those, and two of those. Ah, it has like the rocky pieces on it. Makes sense. And this goes on the opposite side. That's going to be a problem. Let's see if I can hook you in somewhere. There we go. So there's cliff parts that come up the side here, and this is just going to continue right along there. Probably going to be easier to do this from the other side. And that's also going to line up the rotating part right here at the top. So now that it's right up to the camera because of the extension that we put on in the last bag, I wonder if you can see this. So if you look at the brown part right there, there's a little brown cylinder. When I turn on the motor, I'm not sure if that shows up on stream. It's rotating right there. The motor is surprisingly quiet too. Josh Lizard, I never organize Legos that well. I always put them all in a pile and find pieces when I need them. I at least separate them out by color, but yeah, it's part of my process just for fun. And yeah, like I said earlier, Caitlin, it extends the play experience. Like if I'm spending, or if someone has gifted me, you know, a set for the stream, then like I feel like I owe it to the people that have donated Lego sets to make the process be not as long as possible, but in a way that I don't want to drag it out, but I want it to be as full as possible. And I think that by knowing out the pieces, it gives us a chance to talk about the pieces, talk about the set, you know, have a longer chat on stream. And like I said, like it also prolongs the play experience, you know, the build experience, which I think is cool. I also think it's a really good thing to have some hobbies and things that you like to do that force you to slow down. Just my 2 cents. I can't see if that's supposed to be hooked to anything. By the end of the bag, it's always a little bit messy. I generally have to move things around. It's funny, you know, sometimes Lego instructions, they don't necessarily build things in the same way that my logic brain would build them, you know? Like I would have done these pieces last, you know? It's weird how sometimes the order of things, like it wouldn't have mattered. You would still arrive at the exact same place. Some satisfying clicks. This is one of those tracks in the royalty-free soundtracks that I play that I have a really hard time not whistling to. Which I won't do on stream because I think that's bad mic etiquette, but still pretty funny. Goes this way. Okay. And then we put in some plants. I'm surprised that these plants are not already put on other things. Cool. Like that. And then this goes on the back. Well, you can see that pretty well on stream. Not too bad. So there's a beige part there and a beige part there, and then that continues the strip. Start whistling and I'll start leaving. Nice. That's why I don't do it. I can whistle. This comes out here. Is that the whole thing? No. Okay, now we've got to do some vine stuff. It's too bad that I feel like these could be a better color, the big part underneath. This goes wrong. Matches here, I guess. Okay. One just attaches here. Helps if I have it the right way around. Cool. And we've got this last little rock piece. Goes here. This connects there, hides the seam. Very cool. I think one thing that this set does very, very well is overlapping different aspects. Like you create something, you attach it, and then there's another step afterwards where you layer different things on top of it, and it really helps it feel like it's one solid model, you know? Rather than seeing like where the Lego would meet the plate, they overlap stuff. This goes over here. That's another set where they didn't leave any pieces to spare. Another bag where they didn't leave anything left over. That's interesting. Normally there's at least a couple pieces. Bag number 10 will be next week, for folks that are wondering. And it looks like we're going to be continuing on with the sides, probably the front and the back of that. Yeah, the layers and details in this set, Cosmic, are fantastic. I would recommend this to a lot of people if they like Lego. I also think it's a great set. Like it's not going to look out of place in my living room. Like it's the kind of thing I think people would display on a bookshelf or on a coffee table, or an end table, maybe not a coffee table. Caitlin says, I suspect Joel appreciates your gifts and wants to honor them. Not sure if less cheesy way of saying it. No, that's fine. Yeah. Oh no, Cosmic, I know I don't owe you anything. No, I get it. I get it. Oh, maybe "oh" was the wrong phrase. I want to make sure that the gifts have their due, you know? And in the same way that I want a set that I buy myself and spend money on, I want it to take a long time and, you know, be a good stream experience. Cosmic Dancer with another 1,000 bits. Bag 9 hype done. Thank you so much, Cosmic. So that's bag 8 and 9 of the Motorized Lighthouse. We have 3 or 4 more bags left before we wrap up. So there'll be probably 2 more weeks with the Lighthouse. And then, as I mentioned, we'll look into the Lego light kits, because I do have this set for Ecto 1, and that's already here. And then the set for this is actually coming thanks to Cosmic. So we've got lots of stuff to light up. Very cool. But that's going to be where I wrap things up today. Don't go anywhere, because Tadpole Milk, a friend of the channel, is doing a September subathon, and they're playing Minecraft. And I'm going to send you right over there. So you don't have to go anywhere. You're going to enjoy a good afternoon, hopefully hanging out with Tadpole Milk. And he is going to be streaming for a while. So if you're looking for something to kind of have on in the background for the rest of the day, then by all means, it's going to be a good place to park your stream experience. If you can follow me on Twitch and on Twitter, on Instagram to see more pictures of Lego and stuff like that from better angles, then you can do that at Joel Duggan. It's very easy to find. You can also check out patreon.com/JoelDuggan. It's one of the best ways to support the stream. I know there is a sub special on this month in September, but there is also other ways. If you want to have an automatic renewing subscription, if you just want to have access to the Discord, then check out the Patreon. It's one of the best ways and one of the most affordable ways to keep me streaming. And I really appreciate all of it. Thank you ever so much for the wonderful bit donations today, for the subs, and for all of your just attention and chat. It's always a fun Friday afternoon to chill out with y'all and have a little chat and build some Lego. I'm going to be back tomorrow. That's UTC minus 3 hours at 1 o'clock with Minecraft. We'll be back in the Citadel, probably finishing up whatever is on the next to-do list. That'll be happening on Saturday and Sunday. I have to announce either a stream cancellation or a stream move. I'm going down to the valley to have dinner with my mom, so I may not stream on Sunday. However, Tuesday, I'm going to be doing my own subathon, and it is going to start at 9 p.m. Atlantic on Tuesday, and that is when I get access to Starfield. So we'll be playing Starfield on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then back to Minecraft on Thursday next week. So it is going to be a full September coming up. Really, really appreciate it. I think that it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'll see you folks tomorrow. Bye for now.